We're back with Harrison, testing out Alexa for musicians. Harrison's releasing a new feature, and right now I've got some questions about the albums feature. So I'm testing, and I've got 2 albums. Get this bar out of here. And so I've uploaded these songs into testing beta inside of albums, and then I've got 2 albums. Please excuse me for being antisocial, where I uploaded these 4.
Okay.
And then I did the same 4 over here in Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Actually, I did a 5th, where the only difference is I put in a space between new and the hyphen to try to see if that would reduce the number of songs. And over here in the database, we can see Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial has 1, 2, 3, 4 songs. And Beer Bongs and Bentleys has the same number, 4 songs. So I guess the first question I have is, why is it saving 4 songs instead of 2?
So it looks like, song name, and then song name, and then scroll down. And then number 2, this is voiceover. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's a voiceover. And then the final one. So I mean, are you getting that that's a voiceover, not a song?
Right.
Yeah. And so this final one, that's what I warned you about with the space. If you put a space and then a dash rather than just the dash, it's not going to read that as a voiceover. So it needs to be the song name plus a dash space voiceover.
Okay. All right. So we need to save it as.
I could write functionality to capture both, but I figured, I mean, if you guys are going to append voiceover to it, you might as well just have a simple rule.
Yeah. I guess I'm just trying to understand the rule, so that way when we program it in, we just set the rule once, and then it's always going to meet your conditions. So you're saying, so for the rule for voiceover rule, you mind saying it again?
When you append dash space voiceover, mm-hmm. Make sure that there's no space in between the dash and the song name.
Okay, so immediately following the song name, it needs to be dash space voiceover.
Correct.
Space voice over. And we want to append the dash direct. Now, what if we didn't do a dash and we just had space voiceover? Would that also work, or does it need to be dash space voiceover?
There needs to be a dash.
Got it. Okay. All right. So in that case, let me see if I have the same songs on here. Let's do another album. We'll make it, what's an album that's on my head? Jesus is King.
Classic.
We'll go in there. Let's see what songs we got. Okay, I'm gonna download those. I'm on a different computer than what I was just testing. So let's go. Let's get you. One. Two. Three. Four. And 5. Cool, so now we've got 5 songs downloaded. And inside of downloads, we see all 5. And the rule is append dash space voiceover to the end. So this first one's named correctly for Heaven, right?
Yes.
Okay. This one is also correct with dash space voiceover.
Correct.
This one is not correct with space dash space voiceover.
Correct.
Okay, so I will delete that one. And if I upload all 4 of these, I should only have 2 songs?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so let's go back to albums. Jesus is King. Upload a file. And this is not the normal method, but I'm doing it right now just to kind of put it under testing. I'm uploading them all 4 at the same time. Typically they will be one, and then there will be a space, and then the other.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Then we might get some interesting results, because I always did one, then the other, then the other, then
one
the
at
other.
a time? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, that is the normal functionality of how it'll be in production. So if I'm doing a way borderline test, I am doing a way borderline test, so if this doesn't work, we'll test how you're doing, just to verify. So it looked like it uploaded these 2 successfully first, and then almost immediately following did those 2. And now we have the Jesus is King album, which is perfect, but we still have 3 songs. Heaven has Heaven plus voiceover. All Things New has All Things New, but then it does not have the...
Yeah, it looks like uploading them all at once might have caused that.
Okay. Let's do another album, and we'll upload them one at a time. What is another album? Scorpion. Scorpion by Drake. Okay, so now we'll upload... We'll do the voiceover first for All Things New.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, we'll do the song for Heaven. So we're testing both cases of upload the song first. Okay. Okay. So now we've got the voiceover for All Things New, and we'll check in here what we've got. Scorpion, we have 2 songs, and we can address this one next. But why it puts none in here, and it does not do that for song name and song URL up here. So we've got the voiceover name and voiceover URL, and now we should be able to upload the...
hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, so I see what's going on. I see why it's doing that. So Malvu-Heaven, and then Malvu-All Things New-voiceover. Mm-hmm. So it's reading those as two different files, right? So are those supposed to be this? So is Malvu or is Malvi Mu the artist?
Yes.
So it looks like All Things New and then Heaven. Those are 2 different songs, correct?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
This looks good right now. Looks good right now.
Cool.
So I'll upload the other. So now I'm gonna upload the song for All Things New. The song for All Things New. It does not have voiceover on it. And I'm gonna upload the voiceover for Heaven.
Gotcha.
And the voiceover for Heaven is dash space voiceover. So now I'm uploading both those. And we should still have 2 songs, and both songs should have a voiceover and a song, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we have 3 songs. One of them is Heaven, one of them is Heaven voiceover, and then All Things New has both a voiceover and a song.
Interesting. I wonder why.
Do you have any hypotheses of what we should check to debug this more?
Let's check the file types of Heaven and Heaven voiceover.
Okay. Heaven and Heaven voiceover.
Yeah, it looks like they're both MP3s. Malvimu Heaven dash voiceover. And All Things New.
And I'll check the naming in here to make sure that the spaces are right, because Heaven's the bug right now.
It looks like they're right. Here, try this. try uploading them one at a time, and don't upload them until one is finished uploading.
Roger. New album. We'll go back to albums. What's that Glass Animals album? The Art of Being Human?
That's cool.
The Art of Being Human. Okay, so we'll just do one at a time. I'm just going to go down the list. All Things New seems to be... No, Heaven is the issue. So I'll start with Heaven voiceover, and then I'll add Heaven, the track.
Cool.
Alright, voiceover. Am I good to upload the track now?
Yep.
Upload the track for Heaven. And those are the only two things we'll put in.
Oh, no, we can check it.
Okay, so that one seemed to work.
Yeah.
While this one did not. And this time we did voiceover first, followed by song. What happens if we do song first, followed by voiceover for the other one? So let's
let's try that.
Song. Okay. Let me check Scorpion again. Scorpion. All Things New, Heaven, and Heaven. Okay, no, that thought is not right. All Things New has been uploaded. Now I'm going to upload All Things New voiceover. Okay, so maybe the issue is if we upload a song first and then a voiceover, the voiceover does not get appended.
Okay.
It's my current hypothesis, because in Scorpion, it looks like we uploaded the song first for Heaven and then the voiceover, and it made them separate. Whereas over here, we did voiceover first and then song for Heaven, and it worked fine. For this one, for All Things New, we did song first and then voiceover, and it did the same bug as Scorpion when we did song first and then voiceover. Song first and then voiceover.
Gotcha. So yeah, there seems to be a bug in the my function. So it's when we upload a song, then try to append a voiceover, correct?
Yes, that's what I'm seeing right now. Yes. And
Okay.
I'll try to replicate this bug one more time. I'll create one more album just to be sure. What is another album? We'll stick with Glass Animals and go with Zaba. And I'll upload the song first for Heaven, followed by the voiceover, and then it should, if this bug is what we think it is, it should save them as two separate songs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Heaven's there, so Heaven voiceover now. Okay, and now Zaba, we have two songs, song and then voiceover. So if we do song first followed by voiceover, it creates two tracks instead of one. And so are you good to work on and fix this, or do you think that this is a bug that only exists on my version and not on your version?
No, I'm good to work on this.
Okay. And then the other question, I'm going to check back in Slack. So the first question I had was, why are there 4 songs? We've answered that. Part of it was my issue. Part of it is a bug it looks like we found. So now, why do some song saves missing values as none while others omit the key altogether? That's the other question
Ye-
of... Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So the way I see it, basically, a song can have a voiceover with it.
Mm-hmm.
I was meaning to ask you this. Do you want me to add, like if someone were to create a voiceover without a song, do you want me to add those like those empty values like song name none and song URL none, or do you just want me to remove those entirely? Just have like if they create a voiceover, just have it be the voiceover name, voiceover URL, or if they create a song, just have it be song name, song URL without these none values.
I don't know if those none values are necessary.
Okay.
In my mind, they're not necessary, but I'm seeking to understand. Do you see something that I might be missing as to why they might be necessary?
No, from my understanding, I guess what I was thinking was that each song would have a voiceover name, so that was sort of like a placeholder, for it. But I mean, it doesn't seem like each song needs a voiceover, you know.
No, a musician might upload a voiceover standalone with no song, and they might just upload a song with no voiceover. They can both be standing by themselves, or they can upload both.
Gotcha.
So we'll just remove the nuns.
Can do. It's a simple comment out.
That's all I wanted to check in on. I think we're getting it to work, which is great, and it's saving them and it's doing everything. And this is it looks like just a couple little tweaks.
Yep, a couple more steps.
And this has been a quick call. Is there anything that I can help with in terms of getting this? Is there anything that I can help with what you're working on right now?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this. Thanks everybody for tuning in.